No, it's okay.
No, it's all good.
Hang on.
I'll start.
Hang on.
No, it's all fine. Yeah.
You know,
I'm going to
hijack
it's
it
really
anyway.
painful.
Okay.
This is really painful. It's painful. Stevie B is clearly back in my house of my podcast.
With your rules and regulations. Welcome back.
Yes, we are. Oh, okay.
It's that time of the month. Stevie B in the house, here to solve all your relationship problems.
Oh my gosh.
With words of wisdom and advice.
Wow. People just want to bash you in the face with that.
That's all right. Or they're having a laugh, which is what I want. If you're having a laugh right now and you're smiling in your car going, what a dickhead, then my work
your
here
job is done. I reckon that is your purpose.
Because I want to bring just a bit of laughter and happiness and lightness to the world. Happiness. But today, I come bearing gifts.
Yes, but we have to do our intro. What did you enjoy about our week? What did you not enjoy about in terms of us and our relationship?
What I did not enjoy this week is our longer than usual time to communicate stuff that needed to be cleared.
Yeah.
Which we're going to talk about today.
Yes, but we're not going there yet because you need to ask me the question back once you finish the second part of the question. This is an ongoing thing.
I haven't finished the first part yet.
Okay, go.
Cat's in a mood. What I have enjoyed about this week is our day yesterday.
Yeah.
Where we did our scenic Saturday.
Me too.
We drove out to Hanging Rock. We had a day to ourselves. It was very connected. It was loving.
Yeah.
And it re-grounded us back to us, which was lovely.
Me too.
Okay. So you've answered your second part of the question?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ask me the question. I want to be asked the question. I like to be asked. I don't like to go, oh, well, this is what I didn't like. I like to be acknowledged through question asking.
What did you enjoy and not enjoy about our relationship this week?
I did not enjoy. It felt like we were very separate this week. Like you were very intense with work this week. I also was, had my holdings to do with work, and
it was a very on week.
I did not enjoy not being close to you.
Yep.
And as a result, as you rightly said, we didn't clear things. It felt like we did not have as much space to clear things as we usually have had.
Mm-hmm.
So I found that not enjoyable and difficult. And yeah, I also enjoyed just walking up in nature with you and getting out of our little bubble of our home and our suburb, because we are pretty bubbled. So yeah, getting out and just laughing, climbing rocks, holding hands, looking
nice.
for a bakery, that cute stuff. That's what I enjoyed.
It was good. So now.
Okay, go.
Now I can tell people. Today I come bearing gifts.
You come bearing gifts.
We come bearing gifts.
Mm-hmm. I am the gift.
We have 7 words that will totally change your relationship. So if you're driving, pull over, get a pad and pen. If you're walking,
is always wrong.
Get a pad and pen.
Right. No, that's not it.
So these 7 words will, if used properly, will 100% be able to change your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll talk about why specifically these 7 words are what we use, and how other words that might be perceived to be the same,
but they're triggering,
are fucking not.
They are full blown.
So the 7 words are, drum roll. Is there something we need to clear? Is there something we need to clear? Now, we use these words when it's very fucking obvious that something is up in either direction, but generally, probably more specifically, you notice that your partner's like not okay or cold or distant or just seems fucking shitty. And we will walk up and say, hey, is there something we need to clear?
You did it the other day, actually.
I did.
On the drive home from my parents' place.
Yeah, as soon as we got home, I walked into the bathroom and I'm like, is there something we need to clear?
Yeah, we were heated.
Yes.
We weren't, no, I would say we had heat in us. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
we were on the precipice of the possibility of, you know, getting narky and snarky with one another, but you could feel we were containing it. But yeah, any moment
Yeah.
that would have just the wrong tone.
Yeah.
We were like, we were ticking time bombs.
So yeah, so let's use that as an example,
Mm.
right? So Kat was overheating a little more than me, I think it's fair to say, in that moment.
All right, I'm just,
Right?
I will not defend.
And so I went into the bathroom and I said, hey, is there something we need to clear? Now, let's consider all the other things that I could have said that probably you or your partner or people have said in relationships, including myself in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you guys to experience the difference between how this lands and how the other ones are. So I'll give you some examples of the other ones. So the one we're comparing to is, hey,
Is there something
we need to clear, right? Versus what's wrong?
What's up with you?
What have I done now? What are you shitty about?
What's up your ass?
You know, we can go on, but you can already feel the energy.
I know.
What's your problem?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. What's the problem?
Yeah.
What's your problem?
What is it now? Like all of those things.
The way you did it then, just with your eyes went up into your head.
Yep.
You took a sigh, and then the other person, and I've been on the receiving end of that, and I've also given that as well.
Yep.
You just want to go and tell them to fuck themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it is, you know, there's a whole thing that 93% of all communication is nonverbal, right? So it's tone, it's
body
the
language.
eye roll, it's the body language,
the way you
it's
hold
everything,
your body, yeah.
right? And then the fucking cherry on the cake for all those examples is the attack. What is it now? Like implying that you're always pissed off. What have I done? In other words, again, it's me, is it? You know, what's up your ass? Whatever it might be, right? Now, the power in, hey, is there something we need to clear? For me, there's a few things. One, it has the word we in it.
Yep.
Implying that nothing's ever one way. There's always two people in a relationship. So is there something we need to clear? And
yeah, because you're going to clear it together.
Correct.
Even if it's only the other person that needs to clear, you're implying like I'm here with you. I'm here to listen.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the other key part of it is the word clear. It doesn't imply a problem. It just implies there's something going on that I feel that I don't know about. And is there something we need to like discuss? It can be anything. It can be that you've had a bad day. It can be I've done something to piss you off. It can be something, you know, third party, like, you know, you've just got off a shitty phone call and you're agitated. It's just, it's very neutral. And it's very, very powerful. So like go and have a play with it. And I guarantee you'll see results. In fact, buy one now and we'll throw in a second. Is there something we need to clear for free?
You are an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are an idiot.
So
it actually, and I'll say in that moment the other night, when we got home from, maybe it was during the day, doesn't matter, I can't remember. We were driving home from my parents. In the moment when he asked me, I was in the shower, and I believe I replied like, "Nah, I'm all good. I'm okay." But it got me. It obviously, you know, touched something inside of me where it was like, actually, I think I do have something to clear. But for me, in that moment, we've had. Let me just kind of, you know, give some backstory, but I can't be specific about it out of respect for our family situation. We've had some family dynamics change within our home, and it has resulted in additional load for you and for me. And that's new for us. It's a change for us. Not that it's a bad change, it's just change. And we're learning, we're adapting, and we're learning and adapting on our feet. And as a result, because the dynamics of the family have changed, and then your work and my work and deadlines and things have been more, I'd say, intense.
Yeah.
As a result, we have not had the same, I guess, space, freedom, to just be us.
Yeah.
You know, there's
We've had our time sucked out of a vacuum, which is rare
correct.
for us because
We're very time rich.
we're very time rich.
Yeah.
Normally, it's not this under the pump. There are these times, maybe once or twice a year, where
Yeah.
shit just seems to like line up, and it's like go time. And it's been one of those weeks, and so
It's been one of those months,
and it's very obvious that luxury of time has
correct.
escaped.
So as a result, in that moment, I said, no, I'm okay, I'm all good. But then when I came up to my space upstairs where we're recording now and I was doing my work, I was doing some writing and I was playing music and I was really distracted. And I could feel this emotion bubbling up in my chest and in my heart. And I started to clear through writing Steve a text message because, like I've said, we haven't had the time, richness, or space to, like we have usually done when we have something to clear, we've got the whole house clear, to actually say those things. So I started to clear through writing messages to Steve, not aggressive, nothing. It was just me pouring my heart out, basically, saying
You were clearing.
I was clearing, and at the bottom of the clearing, and what I was getting out was, I miss you. That's what it was actually about. And that's why we then, as a result of that clearing, said, let's spend time, like just us time. We'll go and do our scenic Saturday, which we haven't done since we've come back from Europe because that was just a giant scenic Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we were like, I'm so sick of date nights.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, I just want one date night. I just miss you.
Little marshmallow.
Yeah. And so as a result of that, those 7 words, is there something we need to clear? I didn't respond immediately. And that can sometimes be my approach. Sometimes I need a little bit more time, whereas I'd say someone like yourself, you can clear, you can just go there, whereas I need a little bit more space and processing time to really tap into what it is I want to say. And so that was me. And as a result, we got our time, we got to reconnect, kind of just we got to clear again because we just had us. And then
that was the important part. The entire Saturday, like we had set the intention, hey, this is going to be just one big afternoon of like safe space to clear, to talk, to like
create
reconnect,
a plan.
Plan how we're going to operate now in this new environment. And it's good. And you can use this, like this is not a one-shot deal. It's not like you get one, it's just something we need to clear in the gun and you get to shoot it once. You can be using this multiple times if you're in a heightened state in your relationship, or if there's stuff that you're working through, like you can work through one layer of it and then feel like it's done, but then realize it's not, and go, hey, is there something else we need to clear? Let's go a bit deeper. Is there anything else you need to clear? Like it's just this invitation to have your partner speak, right? And to release, but it comes with a catch. So yes, these 7 words will change your relationship, but there is a big caveat, and the caveat is when they start to clear, you have to accept the clearing as a safe space. Like, don't be like, oh, is there something we need to clear? And then they're like, yeah, well, you did this, and then you're like, fucking bang, that's not what it's about.
No,
it's about creating a framework, a vacuum box where you can put all your stuff in it and openly see it together. And then after you've had that time to assess it, start to discuss. It doesn't mean that, you're always going to agree. It doesn't mean that it's going to solve every problem. It is the key to unlocking, getting someone to start to talk. And the other good thing about it is that if you use this well in your relationship, there's a thing called anchoring, that exists, right? So anchoring is basically anytime you're in a highly emotional state, whatever's happening around you, you anchor to it, which is why, you'll be driving along and hear a song and it will remind you of someone or something, right? If you can anchor, is there something we need to clear to a calmed
Mm,
place of communication? Then you can actually use it to like wind down a situation as it's happening.
mm,
So
it's true.
if you're starting to see that you're getting tested with each other, or like there's an uncomfortableness, or there's just like that fucking energy where you're like off, it's
Mm,
like, hey, is there something we need to clear?
mm,
Everyone goes, oh, okay, we're open. Let's have a chat.
mm.
um
It's a yeah, it really is. It's a different approach. It absolutely works for us. Um, we also use it from the first person too. Like yesterday, I was up at the shops buying food for the third time this week, and Mia was on her run, and she could see that I was at the local shops, and so she came in and she surprised me. And I'll be honest, I've been pretty tense the last couple of days. My energy has been pent up and tense, mainly because we haven't had that time richness, and therefore we haven't had our opportunity to really talk. We might have a few moments here or there, but it just hasn't been the same as it was. And that's why I say it's not bad, it's just a change. Anyway, so I was walking up the aisle with Mia, and I stopped her and I said, hey, there's actually something I need to clear with you. So um, for me, I needed to clear with her that I know that I have been tense to be around. And I said to her, I said, there's something I need to clear with you. I know that I have been tense. I know my energy has been off, and maybe I've been hard to be around. And she was like, yep. And I said to her, I want you to know that I'm aware of that and I'm sorry about that. And I was honest with her. I said, I'm currently, with the change that's gone on, I'm just overwhelmed, and I need a bit of time to adjust and to settle in. And I need you to know it's actually got nothing to do with you. And it was just me and her in the
mm,
aisle, and we just had this little moment, and I, grabbed her around her neck and nuzzled her in. And it was cool. And she didn't feel like she needed to clear anything back. But then as a result of me clearing what I needed to clear with her last night when we were making dinner, the washing machine went off, and she's like, Kitty, need a hand with anything? I'm
mm.
like, yeah, you know what? You can put that into the dryer. And she didn't know how to use the dryer. So I'm like, cool, I'll teach you how to use the dryer. And, just even that. So yes, it helped our relationship,
Mm.
but then my relationship with my stepdaughter, to be able to own, fuck, okay, my behavior hasn't been awesome. I need to clear that I'm aware of that and I'm sorry for that. And just be honest with her, like she's a human. And
You can use it
yeah,
in any relationship. It's not just about your
could be an employee, an
correct,
employer. Yeah.
or even mates. Like I've got friends. I've got one particular friend, and she'll always have a story for me about some weird, awkward situation that she's somehow manifested in her life with her friends. And I'm like, why don't you, why don't you just communicate like your truth, or like clear it? And she's like, I can't do it. And I'm like, but you can. You just need to
Mm,
say, is it okay if I clear something,
mm,
and just deliver it, like get it out. Everything's better when it's like out in the open.
yeah. Yeah.
um especially in a relationship,
Mm,
resentment can fester real quick, and it
yeah.
creates booby traps, and you're almost
Mm,
like y- you know Indiana Jones trying to get from like one side of the temple to the other, and it's
yeah.
like, well, how am I going to do it with all this
Mm,
tripwires and shit going on? So
mm.
um
And I guess, I think this is um, not a line in the sand, but like, a moment for us, because we, this is going to be really helpful for us. This,
mm,
this question, always has been, but it's like now even more so. And we made a promise to one another that, especially now the weather's getting better in Melbourne, it's not as cold/freezing. Um, you know, our scenic Saturdays or Sundays we'll bring back more regularly. We'll communicate that with the girls, and that's our sacred time.
Yep.
And that's our plan for now, to keep asking those 7 words, to really make quality time. I think, with the intensity of what you're experiencing with your work and mine and the family dynamic, where I think we're realistic that the time richness that we used to have, we're not aiming to get that back, because I think that will set us up for failing. But that quality time is something that we are committing to. And it all came out from those 7 words.
7 words that'll change your life.
Yeah, but also it came from the awareness that okay, we're both hot. You've been hot the last month. I've been hot the last month. The little jabs have been coming in, little uppercuts here and there. Not a full knockout punch, but I think we were close to there the other night, where heat reached its maximum capacity for us. Anyway, that was our version of maximum capacity, and yeah, we needed a full blown reset.
Yeah. Our version, as a little asterisk, is like where the voices actually get raised for the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like me pinning Kat to a wall and
No.
like being ready to punch her head in. Just
No.
so everyone knows.
No, it's
we run very, very cool. So
We do.
hot for us is like even raising voices. We
Correct.
try and solve most of our things in our life through conscious conversations, not through yelling.
Yeah.
So that's it.
That's
it's
it.
Probably short, sharp one today, but
Yeah.
very powerful. Go and have a play with it.
And I'd just like to say, underneath that heat, like I said before, what was really underneath that was I just miss Steve, and I think that our outward behavior that is, short, sharp, whatever it may be, underneath that, it's pain.
These guys get it.
Yeah.
3 weeks a month, they don't get to hear me. They have to miss me and wait, and they can't clear, they can't contact me. They just have to accept that it's going to be another 3 weeks.
All right, I'll put your number in the show notes and see if you enjoy all the text messages and phone calls coming through, eh?
No, we don't have to do that. It's all good.
But yeah, I just wanted to add that in, because underneath that,
you still love me.
I just missed you.
Aww.
That's all. Love you.
Finished. See you in a month.
You didn't say I love you back.
I love you back. And see you all in a month.